If you're looking for a quick way to trade in and out of your stock and options positions, that is exactly what we'll be learning in today's video. We'll be covering one of those tools that make the entire trading process so much quicker. Now, within Webull, the tool we'll be discussing is actually called the Active Trader, and if this is your first time ever hearing about the tool, this is what it looks like. Now, it should actually come as a default widget on the stocks page the very first time you log in, but if you don't have it, it is incredibly simple to add. One way for us to do that is by simply clicking on the three little lines in the upper right-hand corner of any of our current widgets. That would then open up a little menu on the right-hand side, and we would simply come over here to where it says Add a Widget, then come to the right and go all the way down to the very bottom and select All Widgets. The menu that then appears over here on the left-hand side will actually show us all of the widgets then available to us, and in order to find the one marked Active Trader, we will make sure we are in the Trade section, then come down here to where it says Active Trader and hit the little blue plus sign on the right-hand side. We can then see that the widget has been added over here on the left. So now let's go ahead and exit out of this widgets menu. And now we could come over here and actually drag and drop that widget wherever we wanted it. So in this case, if I wanted it over here on the right-hand side overlaying my trade widget, I'm just going to drag it over here and let go. I could also move it out of that window by simply clicking on it again, holding down, and dragging it away from that window and putting it wherever I wanted it. Now, in my case, I actually already have it over here on the right-hand side of my window, so let me go ahead and delete it from here. But as you can see, adding it to your platform won't be too tricky. Now, in terms of how it can actually be used, let's go ahead and begin by first looking at the buttons at the very top and then working our way down. So looking here, we can first see two large market order buttons, which are specifically set up to buy 100 shares of the stock anytime we click on those buttons. So hitting either of those will simply be used to get you quickly in or out of the stock as fast as possible. Now looking right below that, we could then specify the exact quantity of shares or contracts that we wanted to buy or sell anytime we hit those buttons. So looking here, you can actually see I currently have 1 in that box, but if I were to click on that, and let's say I was to type in 5 and then hit this little check mark box on the left-hand side, you'll actually notice that those settings now apply to these two buttons up at the top. They once were 100 shares, but now they're 5. Coming down once again and looking at the button just the right of the quantity box, we can also see the order confirmation box, and this is how we can actually submit orders even quicker if we wanted to. Now at the moment, looking at it, you can see that it is selected or checkmarked, meaning that I do want to get order confirmations anytime I click on any of these buttons in here. Now if I instead wanted those orders to go out immediately, instantaneously with no questions asked, I could actually deselect this button right here and my orders will go in even faster. For right now, I'll go ahead and leave it selected so you guys can see what an order confirmation looks like here in just a second, but then right below that, we can actually see a few more buttons. Beginning with the cancel all button, this will actually cancel all working orders on the stock that we're looking at right now. And then just to the right of that, we've got the close button, which basically just says I want to close out of this entire position with a market order. Now finally, besides those main buttons, you can also see right below that a couple tabs showing us all of our current and working orders if we had any open on this stock right now, as well as our current position size. So how many shares or contracts do we currently hold of this stock? But as you can see, these buttons we currently have are pretty straightforward, but we do have the ability to add additional buttons which create even more advanced trades. And to do that, we're going to come up here to the three little lines in the upper right hand corner. We'll then simply come over to the right and select the Active Trader settings menu. Once that menu actually opens up, we can actually see all the buttons available to us over here on the left-hand side, and all of the buttons that we're currently using have little blue check marks to the left of them. So right here, you can see I've got the buy market and sell market buttons, but scrolling down, you can also see the quantity button, order confirmation, and again, this is just everything we just talked about on the previous screen. But looking through this list, you can actually see there are quite a lot of other buttons that I'm not currently using, and that's what we're going to go over in today's video. You might also notice that some of these buttons are specifically for options, like this section right here. But today we're going to be specifically focusing on stocks, so let's come up here to the top in the place order stock section. Now, besides the buy market and sell market buttons that I want to use to get in and out as quickly as possible, let's also say I wanted to create another set of buttons that place a much more advanced order, like a bracket order. So let's say when I'm trading, I like to automatically take my profits at 10% above my opening price and get stopped out if it ever drops 5% to hopefully protect me against excessive losses. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is come over here and select the Buy Customize button. I'll then be able to move over here to the right-hand side and actually adjust the parameters. And the top section at the top is where we are going to begin, and this is going to be the opening trade parameters. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and leave the opening trade set as a limit order. I'm going to come over here to the quantity box and actually we'll just adjust that down to 1 share at a time for right now. I can then come down below and actually specify what I want this order to be based off of. So basically, do I want this order to go in at the current asking price, the current bid, or base it off of the last traded price? For this one, I actually do want to leave it based off the current asking price, but if I were to click on that drop-down menu, you can see last price, ask, as well as bid if you did want to flip it around a little bit. But like I said, I'm going to leave it as the current asking price, and then coming over here to the right, we could actually set an offset if we wanted to. Now you'll probably leave it as a 0 so it goes in immediately at whatever the current asking price is, but for me, let's say I wanted my order to go in, let's say 10 cents below whatever the current asking price was. So I'll just come over here and type in negative 10 cents here. And again, what I'm basically saying is if the stock is currently trading for, let's say $6.85, I want my order to go in 10 cents below that, so in this case, $6.75. I could then come down and adjust the time in force if I wanted to, so basically how long I wanted this order good for. And in this case, it is a day order only, meaning if it doesn't fill by 4 p.m. Eastern today, just go ahead and cancel the order. But to change that, I'm going to go ahead and click on that and flip it over to a GTC order or good until canceled, meaning I want this order to go out every single day until it fills or until I come in here manually and cancel it myself. Now, finally, after we get all of the opening trade parameters out of the way, we can then set our profit target as well as our stop target. So that's what these little tabs are right down here below. Now, since I actually want to use both of them, I am going to go ahead and check mark both of these guys. And then I believe I said I wanted my stop loss order to go in 5% below whatever I buy it for, and the take profit to go in 10% above. So now looking here, what I'm essentially saying is whenever I click this button I'm about to add, I want to try and buy 1 share of stock 10 cents below whatever the current asking price is. Then if that ever happens, I want to automatically try and sell it for a 10% profit or stop me out if I ever lose 5%. Before we actually move on, I could also do the exact same thing with a sell customize order if I was planning to short the stock. So let's come over here and just do that for just a second. Go ahead and check mark sell customize. Then come over here to the right and set the exact same parameters as before. I'm going to base this one off of the current bid price though, and my limit offset is going to be plus 10 cents. We'll then move our way down and change it to a GTC order, and just like before, I'm going to put my stop loss at 5% and my take profit at 10%. Now that we're happy, if we come down here and hit the done button, we can actually see those brand new buttons that we just created right up here in the active trader window. So now coming up here to the buy 5 at the current asking price, if I were to actually click on that, again, what I'm saying is I want to buy 5 shares 10 cents below whatever the current asking price is. Then I want to sell those 5 shares for either a 10% profit or get stopped out if I ever lose 5%. Now I do actually want you guys to see what this looks like as an example, but let me come down here and adjust this from 5 to 1 because I don't actually have a bunch of money in this account. So we'll adjust it down to 1. And now we'll come up here and actually select buy 1 at the current asking price. You'll then see a little order confirmation box appears over here on the left-hand side just to confirm everything we're about to do. So right here it's saying put in my buy order to buy 1 share at $5.99. That's going to be 10 cents below the current asking price. And then it's saying if that order actually fills, I then want to try and sell it for $5.69 or sell it for $6.59. But if everything looks good, and in this case it does, I would just come down here and hit the buy button. And now that we actually did that, we can actually see our working order right here on our screen. So right here on the chart, as well as down here below in our pricing ladder if you guys use that one as well. We could also adjust these order tickets by coming over here to the chart page and actually clicking on the order we want to adjust and actually dragging it up or down to the new price. So now looking here, if I were to actually let go of this order ticket, my order is going to be edited to $5.85. And let's go ahead and do that. You'll again see a little order confirmation appear over here on the left. And again, we would just hit buy to actually replace the order. In order to cancel it, we would simply come over here to the right and click on the little X button to the right of the order ticket. Then just confirm that we do in fact want to cancel the order by hitting OK. I also mentioned before that we could do this much quicker if we come over here and deselect the order confirmation box. You can see that as soon as I clicked on it, it does want to confirm that I am aware of the risk that from now on, anytime I click on any of these buttons, my order will go out instantly. So I definitely wouldn't recommend this until you are absolutely comfortable with how all of these buttons work. But in our case, let's come up here and hit OK. So now if I were to come over here and do the exact same thing as before, I'm going to click this buy one at the ask button. You'll actually see the order goes out instantly, no more order confirmation. But that's going to be the active trader tool within Webull and how it can be used. Hopefully after all that, you do feel a lot more comfortable with the tool itself and how you can use it to place your trades so much quicker. Now, if you do still have questions or recommendations for other video topics, please let me know down below. And also, if you were looking to learn more, YouTube seems to think you'll find this next video helpful as well. So go ahead and check it out. But that's it for now. Click on the link below if you wanted to open up your own Webull account, and I'll catch you on the next video.